I hope you can see now why I rated this game as highly as I did. It's just such a different experience from most video games.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a she.
Okay.
Well, you've got the coordinates.
But what do I do with them?
You've got... There's the Hanging City. I guess we could go
There's
finish
a part of the
Hanging
Hanging City I haven't been to. So, I mean, it's my only lead. And as I was saying, the leads in this game don't necessarily make a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you go to here, like, oh, clearly I need to go to here. No, I just need to make sure I explore everything in a place. Outer Rock. I don't feel like I know really what's on the Outer Rock. I feel like I only saw one thing on there. A dude.
You saw a dude. It's just a rock. Oh no, you saw two things. You saw the guy.
Uh-huh.
And you saw this.
Are these quantum stones?
No, this was we found this out this time. The guy speculated that these were shards from the from Dark Bramble.
Oh, okay.
When the plant grew and blew it up.
Oh, okay.
And there's the first quantum moon tracking
It's the furthest
device.
planet, so it makes sense for it to be icy.
Yeah. The first of the quantum moon locator devices was built here. Do you remember that thing?
Yeah.
Seems so long ago.
It seems like this is sort of just a reference to our own moon.
Yeah, I think it is, probably.
Sort of a wasted space.
It introduces the idea of the quantum moon.
Yeah.
And it gives you a... it gives you the hint towards Feldspar.
Mm-hmm. Which one was Feldspar?
The harmonica guy. In Dark Bramble?
In Dark Bramble, okay. I'm not gonna remember his fucking instrument. More the fact that we found him in
Holy shit, what was that sound?
a giant plant. What was that?
I'm super offended by that.
Another mystery.
God damn.
Wait, you telling me it was nothing? It wasn't part of this game? I'm trying to be sucked into this experience.
Ugh.
What the fuck? Some people have no respect, do they?
Just none.
No respect. No respect.
Oh, I think we didn't go to the Eye Shrine District.
I think you're right.
This is a game that I would love to, like... It's the kind of game that I would like to make, like, everyone play. Like, I would love to make my dad play it if I had confidence that he could execute it.
No, yeah.
I don't think he could.
Definitely. I mean, it's not combat. It's just movement.
Yeah. So it's not
actually
that hard, but the movement does take some finesse.
Yes.
And, like, video game experience.
Yes. A little tip for how to make sure the jetpack always activates is quite helpful. Oh man, this shrine district is fucked.
I'm glad it helped because I wasn't sure what the issue was.
It's just how I initiated. What's the eye's signal? From the signal, we're able to determine the eye's approximate age, or perhaps its lack of age. Suppose the eye wishes to communicate. The signal is a call. Were we the intended audience? The signal is the eye's voice. It speaks a language we don't know yet. How can the eye be older than the universe itself? That's a great question. It's a relic from a previous universe. Previous universe? The early universe was unimaginably hot and dense. If anything existed before, it would have been destroyed. Suppose the universe is older than previously assumed. What is the eye? Maybe it's an advanced being, like a god. The eye is the source of a signal that brought us here. The eye is older than this universe. Perhaps it is a cosmic library. The shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to the star system, the signal from the eye. Source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than the universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. Okay. Is that,
This is mostly stuff you have already figured out at this point.
Yeah. Is that all there is to this district? I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
I like how the Nomai society is sort of like an idealized version of a society that like values scientific discovery.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's kind of nerdy.
Yeah. And they respect like deductive reasoning.
Here I go.
Oh, you can. Oh no. Yeah.
Stupid.
By planet core, I assume he means planet core, like the center.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Fuck, man. I think there's only one to do. Well, two.
So, it seems like the vessel on Dark Bramble can take me there, but the warp core is empty.
The advanced warp core.
The what?
Advanced warp core.
What's an advanced warp core?
Remember when we were in the snowmelt district?
The what?
The ice melt district of Brill Hollow?
The ice melt?
The one where it had two solutions.
Mm-hmm.
One was to use the vessel core, which they said was impractical.
Right.
And the other was to craft a new core.
How do I... So I guess I should go back there to find out how to craft a new core?
Well...
I don't remember how to craft a new core.
Well, those were the two options they were speculating upon, and they eliminated the first, right?
Uh-huh. So craft a new core?
Well, they already did it.
In Brittle Hollow?
They needed an advanced warp core to power something.
Uh-huh. That's the first floor, so I can find that out pretty quickly here. I like how me traveling through Black Hole is like no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
My first time I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, there's so much of that in this game.
Okay, so it must have been here. How should we attain it? That's a good question. Solution 2. This is what core. I think we don't have a design for such a powerful core. Poke was apprenticed to a Nona, who created the original design. Our black hole forge is adept at crafting simpler cores. Banning the vessel's warp core and its casing means losing valuable knowledge. living vessels warp cores were created before my time. Black hole forge crew, and I could recreate the basic design.
So they recreated it, right?
Yeah.
For what purpose?
For making something like the vessel, but I know where the vessel is.
And their core is busted.
Yeah.
So what were they trying to remake that core for? What were they trying to power?
A new vessel?
Is that what it said?
They said the black hole forge could make one.
Right, but why were they trying to make one?
So they get to the eye of the universe. For the Ash Twin Project.
Right. We know the Ash Twin Project is working right now.
Yeah, because we keep coming back.
Because we keep looping.
Back. So maybe I can't get inside the...
So... We know it's working, which means they were able to make that core.
So it's inside it.
So what do we need to do?
We need to get inside that fucker. Take it. But then if the sun explodes, we'll die.
Class.
Okay. So how do I get inside the ash core?
Well, what have we tried that hasn't worked? You looked around when the sand was fully drained, and you didn't find a way in.
There is a warp. Like, I can always warp at any time. And that's just like a convenience issue, but I haven't actually used it to do anything. So I could just go to the warp point and wait for it and see if it... I guess it would be on Ember Twin right now, because it's Ash Twin.
Well, I mean, we learned something about the twins, right?
We learned many things about the twins.
In the Black Hole Forge. What do the warp towers need to align with?
The building itself, or the planet itself.
They don't need to be exactly.
Well, it's 5%.
Yeah, with the center.
Right.
But these two are close enough that they share a center point.
Oh, maybe it's certain cycles.
Well, so if the timing worked on the one to warp to Ember Twin, it should work for the other one.
The one that takes me into the center of it. Is there a thing on Ember Twin? Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
That one can also take me to the other side.
But that'll just take you to where you warped from. Go back to the
something that'll warp me into Ash Twin.
Go back to the towers, because those are the only things that have warped you anywhere else, right?
The towers on Ash Twin?
Yeah.
Yes. So, but there's like a time where he takes me back to it. God, what did I do last time when I tested out the Ember? Did I just jump back to Ash Twin because it's so close?
I think you did.
So what if I'd gone back from that? Where would it have taken me? Maybe back to that black hole point?
I hate hangnails.
Just grab it and rip that shit.
No. Have you seen that like shitty web comic where the guy like pulls the like cuticle thing and it just goes like
oh god. That's a nightmare.
I know, right?
No. Whenever I get any like skin tear of any time, my goal is to rip it, because it's like, let's say you get a paper cut inside the bottom of your finger.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you bend your finger, it's gonna hurt, because like basically after the cut heals, which is fast, you just have dead skin pushing on each other, and it's hurting the gentle flesh underneath.
The gentle flesh.
Whatever you want to call it.
That sounds like a good band name.
The gentle flesh, yeah. So I just take it and I rip it both ways, and then it's like an open, flat area of fresh skin. But then it'll all like create a new layer of skin at the same time. Versus it was just a thin cut and it still has the dead skin hanging over it. Every time you bend, it's going to keep on aggravating it, and it's going to heal slower.
That sounds painful.
Well, when I worked in a bookstore, I would get paper cuts weekly. Sometimes, like 2 in a day.
How would that happen?
Well, it just happens like when someone's handing you a book and you're grabbing it. Ouch! And
Sure, you're not just a dumbass.
Thank you. But yeah, it would happen constantly.
Did I ever tell you about like losing toenails?
I don't want to hear or think about a toenail ripping off.
Okay, well, you're gonna hear the story anyway.
No, I'm not going to.
No, yeah, you are.
No, I don't want to.
I'm not gonna stop talking
No, I don't
about
want
it. So when I was in high school, I ran cross country, right?
You ran cross country in high school?
Mm-hmm.
Nerd.
Yeah, I hated it.
Mm-hmm. You ran across how far did you go?
No, like it's like track, but it's the long distance.
Almost didn't have a suit on.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't gonna say anything. I wanted to see if you'd remember.
Mm-hmm.
I ran cross country, which is like,
God,
like
there we go.
Doing like 5K, 10K like events, right?
Mm-hmm.
And something I found out is that sometimes you just lose toenails.
Oh God.
When you run a lot. And because what happens is it's not like a fast process where you like rip a nail off, so it's not like that kind of pain.
Uh-huh.
But what happens is running, like you develop blisters. And I would develop blisters under my toenails. And then the blister would pop.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's some dead skin, right?
Yeah.
And then that skin would die and it would solidify. And then I'd get a new blister. And this process would repeat and repeat. And it's layer and layer of dead skin, which is pushing your toenail up. Until eventually the toenail just falls off. And it looks less like a toenail than it does like just a tooth.
Yeah.
Because it's super thick. Because it's got like 100 layers of dead skin attached to it. And you don't have a toenail, but what you do have is a scab that's as hard as a toenail.
Ugh.
So it's not super sensitive.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It sucks. And people are like, oh, but you get that runner's high, man. I don't understand it. I would never willingly exercise. I don't understand people who, like, there's this whole category of people, right, who, like, put in a full day of work and then, like, go exercise and then, like, do other stuff. And I just don't get it. I don't know how to focus myself in the way that those people do. If there's one thing I've learned from 5-minute YouTube videos about being a millionaire, it's that it starts with waking up at 6 a.m.
So this is going to make me teleport to Ember Twin.
Yeah, is that where we want to go?
No, I want to be on Ash Twin.
Oh, well then why aren't we standing on the other one?
Huh?
Too slow. I like to start out with the 20 stuff.
Okay, so the other one's going to teleport me in? How have I just happened to manage to get into the wrong one every time?
Well, you've only done it twice, so that's a 25% chance.
That's a low chance.
Not that low. Like, 1 in 4 isn't really that low.
I guess relatively. Hit it. Boosh. Uh-oh.
It's pushing this way.
Oh, is it? Oh, god damn it.
I mean, you can still probably make it into Ashwin's gravitational field. I love how it has an ass atmosphere. Like, bubble.
Mm-hmm.
I was, like, thinking about my favorite indie games, and I was like, man, I really love Outer Wilds. I really like The Journey, too.
That's a game I need to finish.
Guess who made those two games? The same studio.
What?
Yeah, they made both of them.
What? This was made by the people who made The Journey?
Yeah.
What? This was made by the Journey people?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Holy shit.
Because even in Journey, there's, like, this sense of, like, a culture and a civilization that you've, like, passed by. Kind of.
I thought this was made by less people than Journey.
It might be. Like, I think that one of the studios involved is the same.
Oh, I get how this works now. Uh-oh. 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 Maybe I don't understand how it works.
My only real graphical complaint with this game is this sand column. And how it's just, like, straight line. Like, I want, like a sort of, like, whoosh thing. Like a cone from where it's coming up there.
Oh, yeah.
But everything else works. I mean, looks great.
I like how I've just been following the style this whole time. Need a super powerful boost downward. Okay, so I need to not be pulled up. But I also need to take this warp. Way to break your window, dumbasses. But it's not a one-time chance thing.
What do you mean?
A 5% angle also works. So if I hide here until the sand passes, maybe I can still take it. Or I could block off the top part with my own ship.
That sounds like a Shane move. I'm surprised you haven't tried the reach maximum velocity and try to just ram into the center with the ship plan.
Is that a possibility?
Is it?
Sounds like something I would do.
Yeah, it does. It does. Your approach to this game so far has been, how close can I get my ship to this problem?
I love the ship.
Yeah,
I like flying the ship.
The ship is great.
Damn it. Not doing it right. But my ship has stayed on this planet this time. Is there a lower portion of this tower? No, it's mostly bedrock underneath.
Bedrock!
Okay. Here we go. Okay. Perfect. This'll work.
I thought you were going to get punctured.
There you go. Now my ship is blocking me there.
Yeah.
So it'll take my ship away before, and I'll be teleported surely.
Surely.
I'm definitely missing something. I'm in the right place. Warp core right there. If it shares the center point, then the same point that one teleports me over, this one should teleport me over. Maybe I just need to be boosting myself down onto the ground. That's a big sun.
The other one does have an intact window, so you're probably on the right track.
I just need to not be pulled up by it when it passes. Is it about to happen? I hear sand.
And I guess the timing might not be an exact science either, in terms of our ability to perceive it.
Okay, I'm boosting myself down. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Fucking A, I did it.
Ash Twin Project!
Holy shit. God, who would want to work here? This is a nightmare. Spinning stars all the time? You kidding me? What's going on here? Receive data from previous cycles. Mass receiving data from probe tracking module. Giant's deep memory statue. Timber hearth memory statue. 7 minutes until end of cycle transmission. Oh, here's something. Today we finished the excavation of Ash Twin. Here in this space we will craft our most ambitious project yet. The Ash Twin project. Powerful enough to send information back in time. Alright, well we're going to find out this information about back in time next time.